fold, my wife.
Well, I'm real excited to be up here speaking tonight because before every trade deadline, Mr. Shiro says to me, if we can add 1 or 2 players to really help us for the push for the Stanley Cup playoffs, then you have to speak at the Skates and Plates. So I am up here because we've added Lee Stepniak and Marcel Gotch to our team.
Welcome. You know the big weekend's coming up because we hate Philadelphia.
Yeah, I've heard something about it.
I'm sure you've already gotten that, right?
Yeah.
We hate the Flyers.
We hate the Flyers. We dislike the Capitals strongly. In fact,
we hate the Flyers.
We really hate the Flyers.
That's another level.
Whole different level.
There's no love lost.
One of the coldest winters in Pittsburgh was finally beginning to thaw. Spring brings many things, and as the weather heats up, so do the games between the Penguins and the Flyers.
That's a team that's fighting for playoff positioning and our huge rival.
Anytime we play them, it's pretty intense.
Here's a lead pass now. Shot, score! Here's Vorpik losing the puck to Couturier as Reed going up the left side alone. Sets it up for Giroux, back to Couturier. Now to Reed, and he finishes the play. Man, Reed makes it 4-0 Philadelphia.
It's all aspects of the game. We weren't good.
They were better than us, all over the ice. No excuse for that. We got to make sure we bounce back tomorrow.
Things about the Flyers, what they bring, that you saw last night right at the hop. We're going to get a challenge again tonight. We're going to get challenged against this team and how we're going to play this game. Some of the words that were described our team about last game were very flattering, saying we get out competed, out battle. Bort, you got the read. Let's go for a rip.
We got Nesty. We got Brooksy. We got Glasser. We got Steps. We got Sid. In the cage, we got the f***ing dude.
Come on there! Hard! Forwards transition, make sure we're coming back for the D.
And here's McCavier with the puck into the Penguin zone. Moving in, put it right in front. A quick shot by Simmons. Stop. Rebound score. Braden Shen got the rebound. And the Flyers take a 1-0 lead.
For us to have success, we're going to have to play with a lot more emotion, a lot more engagement in the game.
Hey, Joey, attaboy. Attaboy, Joey.
Vitalik. The Penguin forward to Bortuzzo. Left side over to Brooks Orpik. Shooting the puck and scoring! And the Penguins get on the board. How about them apples?
All right, Gino, Brooksy. All right, Joey B, want to skate. Great, way to skate, Joey B. Joey B is buzzing.
Came home, did some good things, but still didn't do enough to get a win.
Shen up ahead to Matt Reed, shorthanded with Couturier open on the right side. Reed's going to take the shot, he scores! Reed, for the second day in a row, gets a shorthanded goal.
Really frustrating, really disappointing. We're capable of playing a lot better than that, and it's hard to win that way.
Philadelphia will hold on and win this game against the Penguins.
We can't seem to get control. The last 2 seasons, March has been too easy for us. I mean, we go through with just a breeze, and I think we go into the playoffs overconfident. We got a ways to go. We got to get better before mid-April comes. We'll keep working. We'll keep trying to do the right things, focus on details in our work ethic, and keep plugging away here, trying to get better.
The Penguins were hoping to plug some holes in their lineup. Pittsburgh lost over 500 man games to injury, by far the most in the NHL.
Chris Letang back on the ice as we talked about yesterday with the team for a full practice. And Bo Bennett as well on the ice for full practice. Probably going to need to see a couple more days of full practice for both before he thinks about getting back in the game.
There's been a lot of big injuries here and key guys missing chunks of time.
It's always great to see a lot of old faces coming back, obviously.
Guys really have to get back into shape and get back into the speed of the game. We know it's going to take time.
There was no doubt in my mind, like even the day I got the stroke, I asked the doctor when I'm going to be able to play again. So if I'm on the ice today, it's because I want to return.
They're happy with the progress I've made over the last couple of weeks, and we're just going to go from here, take it day by day.
When you go close to the playoffs, every detail becomes more and more important.
challenges for us to get to our game and get to hone our game.
Yeah, we found a way to survive and get through it, and hopefully here at the right time we'll get everyone back and get a big push down the stretch.
Despite their injury woes, flexibility and depth have harnessed the Penguins atop their division all season. Something new arrivals Marcel Gotch and Lee Stepniak have clearly seen.
Both those guys have just come in and haven't really had to change their game a whole lot. They've both done a really good job of adjusting.
Lee's added a large amount of depth to our group.
As far as Stepper goes, he's the same Stepper I knew in college. Really good guy, really hard-working guy.
Coming to a team that's so high in the standings and try and fit in and walk that fine line between trying to help those guys out and then playing my game at the same time, and I think that adjustment's gotten a lot easier over time.
In the midst of a 2-game losing streak, the Penguins were searching for answers. Penguins, new and old, combined to do what they've done all season: find a way to win.
The backhander right to the net, and Zach Hoff robbed it.
Shot by Niskanen, deflected to Crosby, and he scores! Crosby across now to Kunis to Stepniak. He scores! His first goal as a Penguin!
He had a lot of chances up to that point and couldn't put one in.
To see him get that goal against Dallas, to go to the net, get that bouncer, and make a nice play to get that squeak by, I know that was a big relief for him.
You want to come in and help out in any way you can, so it's nice to get rewarded.
24 hours later, Stepniak had his second goal, but it was the last second that made the difference.
Kunis throws it down low, and it goes in. They score. 3 seconds to go. Down the wing they come. The shot stopped by Fleury, and the rebound goes in.
Tough balance, but just bad luck. It's overtime, but we have lots of scoring chances and 5-minute penalty, and we not score, and tough loss.
Evgeny Malkin's toughest loss this season came in Sochi. Failing to win the gold medal in his home country weighed heavily on the Russian star. A conversation with his captain, who faced similar pressure in the past, helped reignite the former Conn Smythe winner.
Niskanen takes the shot, lets it go, get that, rebound, score! Evgeny Malkin buries it to tie the game at 2.
It seems like when he's really on, he's unstoppable. With his skating, he's able to get pucks in the middle of the ice and just hang on to it. People can't take it from him.
Galloping into the lightning zone. Malkin down the wing. Malkin sets it up now. Crosby, he scores!
As a teammate, it's fun to see someone play like that, especially him. I think it was pretty difficult on him after the Olympics, and I just tried to talk to him and making sure that he got back to enjoying himself and having fun out there.
Pick off by Jokic. Malkin, score! Evgeny Malkin makes it 3-2!
Gino's return to form was coming at just the right time.
The Blues are a playoff-type team. They play a physical brand of hockey, and that's always good matchups when you play those guys.
Really make you earn every inch of ice out there, so that's, I think, a really good indicator of playoff hockey.
Let's go, man. You got it, buddy. What's the team doing? Yeah. Very good ankle.
Robert's had that edge to his game. We've seen it numerous times this year. He's been abrasive against other teams' top players.
Hey, what's with the chippy You guys play the same way, bro. Oh, you're whacking ankles to You knock your teeth out. Hey, Mo. That's how you hunt it, boys. Boy, Gibby, Sutsy, keep hunting it, boys. Nice got your attaboy. What a save, dude.
There's also a verbal element to Robert's game.
Hey.
Sport's that kind of player. He's a physical player. I think he's definitely a guy we can trust against other teams' top lines because he's going to play physical every night and he's going to be tough to play against.
Gino, middle, GG.
Being in their face a lot. He's a big guy, he's physical, and he was tough to play against all night.
He's got that mean streak and plays on the edge, and he's physical, and he's no fun to play against at all.
I need a lid.
He's a guy that's going to be great for the playoffs.
These are playoff games, playoff type of games. You're looking for one opportunity, one goal. St. Louis was every bit of that.
The Penguins fell 1 goal short, and one more player fell to an injury.
Kenny Malkin will be out 2 to 3 weeks with a foot injury. So that is the update we have.
He's kind of one of those guys you want to jump on his back and feed off him when he's going, and it'd be nice to get him back here.
It's a tough loss for us, and hopefully we'll be back soon and getting better, and it could have been worse, but it's definitely a huge loss.
Loose in front, Bacher fires, and he put it in behind Fleury.
Another loss, their 5th in 7 games, led to a players-only meeting in the Penguins locker room.
It's something that everyone knew was going on. I think it was just something that needed to be said, and things like that happen probably more than people realize.
I think at that point we did have a lot of injuries, and it felt like those couple games, for whatever reason, either hanging our heads feeling sorry for ourselves or just trying to get through the rest of the year, and that's really not the attitude you need.
Sometimes it's good to hear a message from someone other than the coach, and it's good to get things off your chest.
With the postseason 3 weeks away, the Penguins and Kings played a playoff-type game. The tune-up, however, resulted in Pittsburgh needing more repairs.
Less than a minute to go in the period. The Kings ramble right back. Trying to come to center. Gosh is down to behind the Kings net.
No weight at all on the left side. Oh boy, he needs some help to get off. Oh Mike. Oh yeah, boy, his ankle.
Here's Crosby centering. Oh, Niskanen shot it over the goal.
Drop it up to Doughty. Big slapper score. Doughty scores from the high slot. And the Kings take the lead 3-2.
Sometimes the puck just fights against you once in a while, but we'll find a way to break out of this and start winning some games.
The first break in the injury spell came from Bo Bennett. After missing 50 games, the 22-year-old right winger returned against Columbus, scoring the game-winning goal and clinching a playoff spot for the Penguins for the 8th straight season.
Zigzags with his jacket zone, goes to Kuna, shooting, scoring! Chris Kuna through the body of McElhinney, and the Penguins take a 1-0 lead.
It's taken by Atkinson, turning off the board, shooting it right in front. Dubinsky, great save by Fleury with a left pad.
Right side, they'll come in and a wrist shot, score! It's Bo Bennett beating netminder McElhinney, and the Penguins take a 2-0 lead.
The Pittsburgh Penguins end a 3-game losing streak.
Feels good, you know. It's great to come back in a game like this. We were on a little slump there, 3 games in a row, and it's good to be out there with the guys again and get a win and share that feeling.
The month of March was bookended with games against Chicago. The storyline was there, and Pittsburgh was hoping for a good ending.
Us going into this game and really focusing on getting back some of what we lost in that game against Chicago in Chicago.
Revenge was definitely on our mind, to come out here and show our fans that we're as good as these top teams in the West, and especially that team.
Now when I come out with Crosby, we're going to play Keith and Seabrook against him.
All right, man, here we go. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Put it there, kid. Put it there. Hard.
The near side. Oh, what a hit by Orpik got Cave.
Oh, boy.
And holding his left arm, just hanging by his side.
I think we all want to make sure that we responded the right way. We knew we had a lot better.
Our players were focused on that in this game.
We hung in there and we were able to capitalize when we had our chances and put the game away.
Put it there, kid. Put it there.
The fans with the advantage. Here's Stepniak with the Hawks in. Shoots and scores from the right wing circle. Lee Stepniak put it between the legs of the netminder Crawford.
87, go!
Chicago, definitely a playoff team. Definitely one of the better teams in the West.
Probably the last 5-6 games we've been playing better and just not being rewarded, so it's nice to get rewarded.
The ultimate reward is handed out in June. So while the Penguins were far from their perfect 15-0 record from last March, they know that losing now may benefit them later.
I'd rather be 15-0.
If we were 15-0, we'd be feeling really good about ourselves.
Sometimes, winning tricks you into thinking there aren't things there that need to be fixed. So, a little adversity never hurts anyone.
You find a little bit more out about yourself in the bad times sometimes than the good.
I'd rather figure those things out now and make sure that we kind of have a clear mind going into the playoffs of, what our game looks like.
It's just things I think we know we can work on. I think you get humbled a little bit. You realize it's not that easy. It's hard to win games. And
the games we have played have been really good teams, really tight games, and a lot of what we're going to see in the playoffs, the physicality and all those things that have come with those games.
It's a good challenge for our team.
I think it's a good thing for us.
If you're going to have a little hiccup or a stumble, it's obviously better to have it in March than in April.
I'm confident that if we get this ship going in the right direction, we're going to be tough to stop.
As the Penguins embarked on their last road trip of the regular season, a regular they'd been missing was ready to return to the lineup.
I want to make sure that I'm getting back into the shape I was. It'll take a couple games to get back into the flow of everything where just your instincts take over naturally. So it's good that we still have 6 games before the playoffs.
Here comes O'Neill, left wing circle. Out now in front. Martin shoots and scores! Oh, how much fried chicken can you eat? Paul Martin makes his debut back, and it's a big one. The Penguins get the lead.
To McKinnon, who has it, centers. Landeskog shot stop. Oh, Fleury or somebody got in front of that next opportunity by Tyson Barron.
2 6 saves by Marc-Andre Fleury, I believe.
Sutter down the wing, fires and he scores! Brandon Sutter gets the first goal for the Penguins. Asking to begin the drive. Glove save made by Fleury. Jokinen scores! Landeskog against Fleury. He stops it! And the Penguins defeat the Colorado Avalanche here tonight without Crosby, without Kunitz, without Malkin, without Letang, without Brooks Orpik.
But not without heart, will, and desire, and Marc-Andre Fleury.
Just want to announce that after a lot of different news regarding our players and injuries, that finally some good news that Chris Letang will return to play tonight. The doctors have basically let it up to him as to when he felt that he's ready to play and come back, and he feels real good on and off the ice, and so he'll be back playing this evening.
Bouncing through his legs, right to his tape. Whoa, over!
Crosby gains the zone, flipped it on to Neal.
Oh baby! Nice! That was sweet.
Neal and drive.
I see you opened up there. I think I got to give it to you every time. Take that all day.
Somehow or other, it was stopped at the post by Fleury. The Penguins have won it.
Fleury with a couple of unbelievable stops.
The Penguins ended the regular season with the second most points in franchise history. The front runner for the league's MVP and the only player with over 100 points in Sidney Crosby.
87! Crosby!
And perhaps most importantly, a roster that was finally getting healthy. A first-round matchup with the Columbus Blue Jackets loomed. The Penguins were ready.
Ricochet behind. They try to put it. They score! It is Letang, and it's tied.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Very excited for this team to get focused, to get ready, to get healthy. The mark of this team will be left in playoffs.
I'm excited. It feels like a while now that the end of the season or the stretch run's been going on, so it feels like it's time to shift gears and get into the more meaningful games here.
It's a grind and it's long, but you get excited for that whole process. That's why we play, is for that time of year.
I'm really excited. Just the chance to hopefully go on a long playoff run and prove that you're one of the best teams in the league and hopefully the best team in the league at the end of the year.
Look at our 09 team. You had a lot of players that played outside of their weight class, to be honest with you.
You don't want to rely on Sid or Gino too much. You want everyone to contribute.
Guys need to play outside their comfort zone. They got to raise the level of their game. Guys have to step up, and that's what we did in 09. And I think that's what every team does when they have success in the playoffs.
We can score goals. We've shown that all year long, but if we can play defense and keep the puck out of our net, I think we're going to have a good shot at winning this thing.
The Stanley Cup playoffs, the tallest mountain to climb in all of sports, were about to start. The grueling hike to the top is something the Penguins have been preparing for since September. Their journey began in training camp with a literal lesson on reaching the summit together as a team. Each member taking a turn carrying the rock, something the Penguins have carried with them all season, in hopes of once again reaching the top of the mountain.
You talk about getting to the top of the mountain, it takes everyone pushing together to get there, but it also takes guys individually carrying the rock, kind of a metaphor for our season, to get up to the top of the mountain and to have everyone pushing and carrying the load, and it's been really good for our team.
It sort of symbolizes, at least for me, that we're all on this long journey, we're all trying to win and ultimately win the Stanley Cup, I guess, which would be the top of the mountain, but each person's got to carry more than they expected. Everyone's got to step up out of their comfort zone and be willing to carry the rock and go a little bit further than they think they can.
We've had the rock as a symbol for our team all year long, but we've talked about it a lot more recently. We want every player carrying the rock, and that's going to be the key for this team in the playoffs as we have success in the playoffs.
It symbolizes that perfectly. I think that sometimes when you're getting close to the top, it's the most difficult and feels like you're so far away, but that's why we play, and we feel like we're ready and prepared for that.
He's a abrasive guy. It does affect the opposition. He has wearing the mic a little bit in the room, and you hear him talking and chirping, so to speak, on the ice a little bit to the opposition.
Sit down. You're an average D on a bad D core. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Very good ankle. Tough one, brother. I'm just telling you. That's the best play you've made all year.
He's a physical guy. We labeled it the Pertuzzo effect.